So we're obviously just small as it is on the screen. Where's my phone? I want to just see what that looks like now. On
the stream?
Yeah, just before I press play. But technically, we should be streaming on my channel now.
Yeah, so I'm on your channel now.
Yeah, we're there. Let me press play.
I've been interested in area restricted accounts for an extremely long time now. It's this, the Karamjo only
Pretty good,
Ultimate
Yeah,
Iron
that's coming
Man,
through.
which I've had this idea for so long, and it's just, I don't know, it's a really cool thing to.
Right. Yeah, that looks okay, that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right, do you want to press play then?
Get the gist of it, yeah.
I've been interested in area restricted accounts for an extremely long time now. It's this, the Karamjo only Ultimate Iron Man, which I've had this idea for so long, and it's just, I don't know, it's a really cool thing to challenge myself with, and I think it would be really interesting to watch. So, to craft your own journey and play by your own rules has something beautiful to it. To overcome your limitations and find joy in places no one has before is such an incredibly cool thing to me. There's no account too obscure, there's no account too ridiculous, because that just simply isn't a real concept. What is RuneScape about if not about setting goals and accomplishing them? That's the beauty of the game. There is no wrong way to play. I've always enjoyed challenging myself, and I'm constantly searching for a way
Sounds like
to
Ninja.
improve myself and push my
Yeah.
limits. This is where the
It probably
account
is
comes
him.
in. I create the goals,
Imagine
I
that.
create the limitations,
Just getting
and see
people
how
to
far they
like
can
go
be
on his
pushed.
video and
Meet
like
my
it.
Yeah,
Mauritania
that's a good
only
idea,
Ultimate
actually, to
Iron
get
Man.
some views.
When creating
Yeah.
this challenge, there were two things that
I'll
were
have to do
certain.
it.
I wanted to be the first to attempt the specific challenge, and I wanted to begin the challenge with as little exceptions and benefits as I could possibly give myself. This means getting to Mauritania with as low stats and items as I possibly can, but at the same time not restricting myself from a majority of the gameplay. Getting to Mauritania posed a few obstacles, especially when trying to do it with the lowest stats I possibly could. There are two main NPCs that made this difficult: the Temple Guardian and the level 30 Zami Mage in the church. There was one skill that turned out to be the perfect way to get past this challenge, a skill that had absolutely no use in Mauritania that would let
I'm
me
still
bypass
lost.
one of these
I
obstacles
still don't
without
know what the
any
fuck's going on.
unnecessary combat gain.
I'm trying to.
And that's thieving.
Trying
I
to take it
started by
in.
getting 32 thieving and pickpocketing the rogues in level 55 wilderness for a poisoned iron dagger. This is the lowest tier of poison, and it has a 12.5% chance to affect the target, and it does about 4 damage every 15 seconds. After about 10 minutes, the Temple Guardian fell. The next obstacle was a bit more interesting. The Zami Mage belongs to a very special set of NPCs designed for very old quest code. A normal NPC regenerates 1 hit point every 60 seconds, while the Zamorak Mage actually regenerates 3 hit points every 15 seconds. This makes it impossible to kill the Zami Mage with only poison. My friend Manus was able to brew his range down to just 1, and then hit a 1 with bronze darts, giving a 100% chance to venom. The Zami Mage would regen this HP, and then I would hit a 1, making it my kill by the time the venom had killed him. With all that done, I allowed myself Restless Ghost, as it simply locked way too much content. Finished Priest in Peril, getting 4 mining because of the pure essence that I needed to finish the quest. I completed Druidic Ritual, as Herblore also locked way too much content to make the gameplay interesting. I did not allow myself to get the dyes for the Ghost Ahoy quest, nor to keep anything from my Tutorial Island inventory, as these were all just conveniences. Although Ghost Ahoy would
See, I'm
improve
still
my
lost.
trekking around Mauritania,
I
it's
don't
only a time
understand it.
save and not necessary for my gameplay or unlocking interesting
Pause it a
content.
sec, Jay.
And finally gave myself a silver ore and a sickle mold to complete Nature Spirit, as it's a subquest for just about every.
So, what did you know the reason why I said pause there? Because obviously, whilst he's talking and we're trying to like have a chat, it's
Yeah.
very hard to kind of like work out what's going on. But and
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
I can't pause it this side. But otherwise, I think this is pretty epic. Imagine if like we were kind of like looking at other videos now, point of view, while pausing it when it was like, laughing, having to replay it or something. It'd be brilliant. But on
Yeah,
this,
no,
Jay,
I like this idea. We should probably end this like the evening on something like this.
something like this it'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? But
Yeah.
even if it's serious as well, like like again, if we're talking about podcaster, like it is pretty cool. Imagine Will giving his opinion on it as well. Like I think it's pretty good comedy as well.
Yeah.
But this game, Jay, obviously, like I get it, I do get it. I get that, like poison will kill that animal, and you've
Yeah.
got to get it, and you got to find it, and you got to make it, and you got that. But again, it's just like I'm watching it, and there's not a moment of me going, "Oh God, that looks cool." Like, do you know what I mean? It's like there's no glimmer of hope with me liking this game. I don't think.
No, I don't see it. I don't know. I don't get what he's talking about though. Like I know what you mean with the poison, but again, I don't
Yeah,
see the pieces, like how you put the pieces together to get to what the hell he's talking about to then get excited for this.
yeah. I think he's like saying, like, to kind of get so far, you've got to take on the wolf. And by killing the wolf, you get to move on to the next part to get to the next part, kind of thing. But yeah, I get that. Like, I played Alex the Kid. You had to tear yourself up, and like, I played Sonic the Hedgehog where you had to move through levels to get to the next level. So this is probably like that kind of game where you could come back and forth and get more inventory to help you get further in it. But again, it's like the basic graphics and just like an old game. It's like going back and playing Battle Axe or whatever it was called. Like, it's
I
like
like
it's
Golden
you're going
Axe.
back in time. Like, Golden Axe.
Balance.
I don't know. Is it? I don't know. But well, let's watch the rest of the video anyway. And
Okay.
let's see
Okay.
what's going on from there.
Every single quest in
So I'm gonna
Mauritania,
hit an advert.
which is the same thing with Restless Ghost for the most part. Finally, getting to Mauritania at just 5 combat, I was ready to begin.
Oh, here
Let's
we go.
begin. I'm
Is
so
it?
excited, man.
Oh,
So
oh,
these two
okay.
items,
We're into
the silver
gameplay.
ore and the mold, I'll probably just have to keep on me, which I guess is pretty fair that I allowed myself them because I'm just going to have to carry them for an extremely long time. I won't even be able to use the silver ore until I get the smithing level for it, so I'll just be carrying those until I make the sickle out of them. I think the smartest thing to do here is probably just to train up the combat stats because, well, everything around me is like 10 times my combat level at the very least. I do have Wolfbane though, luckily, which this thing is actually equal to a Mithril Dagger. Let me check the strength bonus. 10 strength bonus on this bad boy, and even 5 prayer bonus. 11 stabs, so I mean, yeah, it's pretty decent, so I will be training on this. In fact, I should get a max hit like pretty soon after starting to train, because with 10 strength bonus, that should be pretty decent. So I'm just going to train on the chickens for a while. I think I will probably bury all the bones that I get, because working my way to overheads is going to be like the most important thing. It's such an important thing to have in this.
Sorry, I just had to pause that. I could just imagine Will and fucking ninjas getting hard-ons for this. When he was just throwing those stats out, and I was just like, look at him, like, what the fuck is he on about? I can just imagine them two just fucking beating one out of that.
Oh, fucking hell, I did not even had that 10 strength.
Yeah,
Like,
didn't
but
know if that
again,
existed.
do you know what that reminds me of?
Go on.
Like that game that you used to play with Gareth, where like let's say military, like a guy with a bow and arrow would be able
Yeah,
to kill something, but it would take an hour to kill something, and then if you got to the next tier of soldier, he'd be able to kill it in half an hour. So again, I get all that, but again, for me, that's a game that's been and gone for me. Like when we talk about GTA 6 coming out soon, and the graphics are going to be like realistic, and it's going to be able to do heist and this, that, and the other. Like that kind of as I'm talking out loud, I'm like, oh God, that's a game that I want to get myself into. But this fucking guy's throwing fucking ninja stars at a fucking chicken, and then talking about fucking burying the bones. What the
yeah.
fuck? I mean, like, I don't know. Like, it's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like waiting to see a moment where I go, wow, that is pretty cool. But I just think like,
Throwing ninja
yeah.
stars at you.
No, but what was he throwing then? Like little fucking daggers at it.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was something
like,
like that, wasn't it?
he's fucking throwing daggers. He's basically shooting fucking fish in a barrel, mate. He's in a fucking little cube. He's throwing shit at a fucking chicken. I mean, don't even look like a fucking chicken to me. It looks like a fucking duck.
It does. Right, let's keep
This
going. Let's
area.
keep going.
It's kind of ridiculous. So I'll be here for a while, and then I guess the main
This isn't the nail on
that
the
I'm
end. I'll
trying to
be here
do
for a
right now is
while.
get
Like,
money.
literally.
As soon as I get money, I can buy a bucket and a pot, and then I can get into Port Phasmatis. And Port Phasmatis has a lot of stuff for me to do. Alright, first trip of chickens done. This is actually a pretty interesting store. We've got sample bottles here. We've got chisels, knives. Actually, chisel is standard, but needle and thread is actually probably the best thing there, because I can make myself some armor with that. Feathers sell for 0. That's to be expected. Let's just sell these. Bones sell for 0. Chicken sells for 0. What is this?
What
How am I
is
gonna get
going?
money?
What is going
I
on?
don't even know
Hello?
what to do, honestly. This has just
Hello,
foiled
hello.
my
Can you hear
plans.
me?
Okay, the plan is to kill this cow,
Can you hear me, Steve?
hopefully, and
Yeah.
sell the cowhide for something. I think that's probably my only hope. I can hit 2s already. That's beautiful.
Shot
That
check.
mithril dagger strength bonus coming.
Hold on, right. What is going on here? Oh, fucking hell. I need a pee as well, but bloody hell. So, yeah. So when he's saying, I'm going to be here for a while, fucking throwing his stars at chickens, and now he's like hitting a cow, he's like, I'm getting 2s already.
Yeah, it's like a time-consuming game with a bare bones. Pardon the pun. Like it's
Literally,
like
yeah.
yeah, and of course like it goes from probably like killing chickens to killing like maybe dragons in the end. So I can see again why the game will press into kind of bigger things.
Yeah.
And like Ninja said, you've got to kind of like persevere with the shit stuff before you get to the good stuff. But again, look at this cow. You know, he's got that little like health bar on that like looks something out of like, Street Fighter, where like you can see you defeating you, but at least the other guy was fighting back. This fucking poor cow is just losing life slowly, deadly. You know what I mean? It's just like there's no enjoyment. There's no enjoyment killing that cow. But he's thinking, oh, I'll be able to sell the meat in a minute and get money to then progress into the game. So again,
Yeah.
it's not like we don't understand the game. We understand the format of it and where it's going. It's just like, wow, imagine picking this over fucking GTA and doing a heist. Like it just doesn't doesn't sit
Yeah.
right with.
I think the problem I see again, and I pointed this out to Will when we were playing it before, is this whole fighting chickens and cows thing. Like, what's exciting about that? It needs to be a bit like more to it, doesn't it? For like you say, fighting dragons. But then, even then, if you just at the level where you can fight a dragon, it's still the same thing. You just right click and go, let's hit it. It's like, oh, I'm getting 2s. It's like,
Yeah.
is that really that exciting?
And if you have a poisonous dart, it might kill that dragon a bit sooner. So obviously that's like the tactical part of going, right, I need to get a poisonous dart. And then that way I can kill the dragon faster. But then did you see when you actually complete it, it's got like a scroll certificate, like, and you're like, yes.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I get a certificate. Like fucking
For
hell.
the quest thing, yeah, because we got that before, didn't we? When we fucking
Yeah.
went shopping for that cup.
But there wasn't a part Jake that got that and went, I've got to show that to my parents. Like, I'm proud of that. But I can imagine Will printing them out and pinning them round his flat, like, do you know, his house, sorry. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Right.
And
That's
it's probably going to be a while until I can hit 3s, but still pretty good. All right, I have
gonna be a
finished my
while before I
trip
can hit
of
3s.
cows. It's so, oh my, I don't know what to do. I honestly, that was my plan, is get money somehow. I don't really know what to
Enthusiasm
do
from this
now.
guy I'm
I
loving, by the
could
way.
have sworn this sold
Oh,
for
he's all
something,
the
but
energy's
hey,
there,
how's
isn't
it
it?
going, fellas? 9 strength. I've been at the chickens for a while, just been burying, getting a bunch of different levels. I've got 9 strength, 16 prayer, and 11 hit points. So I was just thinking that I could bulk up a bit here. And I'm going to make a run to Slep, which, if you don't know what Slep is, it was added along with the Theater of Blood. It's a town just south of here, and there could be some interesting things there. I haven't actually checked it out yet, but I'm hoping that if I get some high enough stats,
So
the
Steve,
leeches and
just to
vampires that I have to
recoup,
run through
we're
won't
still
kill
hitting
me.
chickens.
So not only am I now 12 HP, which hopefully will allow me to survive. Oh, that's a level 59. This is not looking good. I got myself a full inventory of chickens because I saw on the map that there are multiple ranges down here. So if I can get some food, then I could potentially, make my way back. Or I know there's Chaos Druids in the town, so hopefully I can kill one of those if I get some food, but I can't really cook it. That's a leech. That's a level 52 leech. And I can't get to Port Phasmatis to cook the food there, so this is my only range that I can access at the moment. So, all right, now we can cook some.
How does Will go from like Daisy, because all you're doing is running around, but all you're doing is walking around in this, and then you just not really much
Yeah.
action?
I mean, like, my mind is blown. I'm not even gonna lie. But this kid reminds me of like literally a moment I could hear him, the enthusiasm through like killing a few chickens. I just getting like Charlie Kirk's Killer like in my head, like, do you know what I mean? Like he's played this and then gone out and gone, I'm just gonna go and assassinate someone. Do you know what I mean? Because he's literally like he doesn't go out often. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm getting.
Yes, yeah.
Getting them
Well, when I
vibes.
said to Will before about, I can just imagine the guy being in his mum's basement,
Yeah.
greasy, no hair, but like still got like a long bit hair. Just like keyboard warrior, like nah.
Hey, I just reminded me of something as well. But did you see that Charlie Kirk's Killer written things on the bullets? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, didn't it? When it's something like catch this fascist or racist or something like
No,
that.
one of them was if you find this, you're gay.
Was it actually?
Yeah, he actually
No,
written something
someone's
like, if you
trolling
find
you on
this.
that.
No, no, it was on the news, mate. He literally like it was he went if you find if you catch this as gay,
Brilliant.
which is like I mean, don't mate, obviously like you know what my feelings are on that, but like I read that and I was but there we
So
go.
what do you say? You might cut out a little bit then.
Oh, it's the saying, mate. I couldn't help but like laugh at that. I mean, like I just didn't expect that. It was so out of the blue. It was.
Yeah. No, it's a
Chicken, how
one I'd say is a good
exciting,
one, but
man.
it was pretty
Ooh.
funny.
Alright, full inventory of chickens cooked, hit 100 total, and I have some food now, which is great. Hit 5 cooking there, so. Now this altar is gonna be nice. I believe this is the only altar I can actually access until I get the Nature Grotto unlocked, which is at the start of Nature Spirit. So I know there are Chaos Druids up here. Yep, there they are. I don't know if I can kill one of these with only 12 strength. But if I can, then that would be really good, because I could get some GP from that. And if I get some GP, I can finally start making some progress, so. Oh my god, that is so good. That will definitely sell. There's no way that doesn't sell for any GP, so. There's a bowl of water here as well. Let's grab that. Why not? But the papyrus will definitely sell. I'm gonna grab a couple of those. So I don't know if this was a good idea, but I'm gonna try to kill a Chaos Druid anyway. I really don't know how this is gonna go. I am only 12 strength. But if I can get lucky enough, I think these guys drop like bronze med helms, so
he's
that
like
could be
doing stuff in
my
between a
first gear
fight there,
upgrade.
isn't he?
Okay, I'm getting
Yeah.
trashed right now. I'm getting really trashed. How did that? What is going? I'm only healing 1. The chicken heals 1. It's that.
There's the advert.
I guess
when I
it makes
skip the
sense.
advert, Jay, do you have to press
yeah,
it for us to
there's
both
no way
skip
I'm gonna be
it?
able to
Or...
do this now.
Yeah, no advert for me.
All right.
The
Have
advert
you
playing
got
for you
no
now?
adverts? I was just watching an advert then, yeah.
Oh right, okay. Oh, that's weird.
Is it because do you pay for no ads?
Yeah, I've got free YouTube, but it's not on
Right,
this account that I'm logged in on though.
But what's
So that's
happening?
weird.
Is it pausing for you, or is it just playing through?
Playing through, I think.
All right, yeah. So do you know what? No, what I was just thinking of, like, from someone watching us. If I'm there watching an advert, commenting on, you're not even fucking watching that, are you? Do you know what I mean? That's mad.
Yeah.
But Jay, do you know what's
Well, we'll
mad, right?
we'll figure out a different way of doing this because I could just do a
Yeah.
screen share technically, and then
And do you know what? I think it's brilliant. I think it's a bit of
I
us.
like
It's
it.
like to
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like even watching fucking Robin Hood Men in Tights together and commenting on it. It'd be fucking fun. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
what I was gonna say then, Jay, is like I can see why this does appeal to people. I know I keep saying that, but it's just not tickling my fancy. Like, if we was to buy, like, you know what, when we're playing GTA and I go, oh, Jay, I've got this fucking new gun. And you go, what is it? And you go, Jay, I want to get that gun. That's what a bit of GTA, like, you got a car, fucking hell, Jay, what's the horsepower on it? With this, it's like, I've got a stainless steel bucket. Right. Does that mean that we can store milk in that one? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's no or like you got an arrow that's made out of lead rather than fucking titanium or something. It's just like that's all you're gonna get with this, isn't it? There's no good like when we
Yeah.
got that armor and Will didn't like again, or you dress as a wizard. It's mad at it.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's a game for us, this. From what I've seen. And this guy's getting really excited about the most, like, smallest little things. I'm like, I wouldn't get excited about that.
And that's and I can see like when you feel his enthusiasm and you can see that he's actually buzzing about cooking chickens and like the HP going up and fighting like imps and stuff. You could feel that from him, but we're just not that guy. But obviously, maybe Will and Ninja are because they've been brought up on it, and then of course, they caught the bug to want to play the game for that reason. But it's just not. There's not a point that kind of takes my fancy really,
No.
unless this was the only game on Earth.
Yeah. Well, if there was no game like this now, and this came out, then maybe. Because then it's like, when flipping Pac-Man first came out, people were like, oh, Pong. Pong was just literally like two things, wasn't it, and then a ball.
Yeah,
And even then, it was just all it was pixels, and people fucking buzzed off that.
yeah,
Because there's nothing else that was before it. But if you compare Pong to DayZ, it's completely different, isn't it? So
yeah,
yeah, I feel like you say, if this was, I do feel like the people that are enjoying this game are people that enjoyed the game back then.
yeah,
So they, when it was out fresh and it was like really good and it was top end graphics, everyone's loving it. And then obviously then he went on, played other things, grew up, and then now it's become big again because then it's like, I remember RuneScape. Yeah, I need to get back into that.
yeah. Absolutely. It's just like, I mean, do you know, like when you play these little games to kill them voids of boredom in your life, where oh, do you know what? I'm at a doctor's. I'll just play on that game or whatever. Again, this is that game that I can see people going back to. Like, I play pool on my free time or play football. People are making spells and killing trolls. Like, it's a format. But yeah, fucking hell, it's just like I could think of a million things I probably want to do rather than play the game.
Yeah, same. What do you want to do? Do you want to get through the last bit of it, or
Do you know what? Should we just kill? Do you know what? No, let's leave it, Jay. Because you know what? I think we've talked
I think
ourselves
we've
up
seen
probably.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, and do you know what? It's such a shame because again, it would have been nice to kind of like get on the ball. Everyone. That's why we're all different, aren't we? We're not all going to like the same stuff
yeah.
throughout the rest of our life.
No, we're not. And this is actually good to do it like this as well. To be fair, just watch
Yeah,
it together.
I mean, the thing is like there's so much we could do with this going forward, where we could like, and I think deep down, this is what Will wants to do a little bit. Maybe comment on like something, and people could imagine if we could get the live feed up at the same time, Jay, and then we could be like talking to people that might be jumping in whilst viewing things. That could be pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, this is live streaming now on my channel.
Yeah, I just didn't do it on mine, you see. So again, it's
Yeah.
like, again, like
But there's
imagine if
no
we got
Pete. The,
like a
the
bit of a
good thing with
list together of
this,
do,
yeah,
it could be something we could go like, look, pick a subject that you want to kind of like do, a video that you want to watch, and yeah, we could both all of us kind of like agree on what we're gonna do. But, I'm glad we did it on this one a little bit. It'd be
yeah,
interesting to kind of like maybe do it with Will one day. We can try insults again. But I think we've that probably far past that now.
yeah. So I didn't stream this to YouTube just because the setup with YouTube streaming is a bit awkward. You have to like close the browser and reopen it, whereas Twitch and Kick it will just go. So my plan is to just basically take the recording of it over the top of the RuneScape stream, and then like try and get a bit of a conversation about it just to see if anyone else can convince us
Yeah,
otherwise as we've reacted to it, because it might bring up something and someone might comment and it might recommend a few more things. But we could
yeah,
definitely do stuff like this with Will. With like, we don't have to convince him of DayZ. Like, I'm not bothered about getting him to like that, but we could always show him something that maybe we've seen about that, or like you say, just it could just be anything.
yeah,
I
yeah.
like
No,
it.
what?
I
Yeah,
like
I'm up for
this.
that. I think there's a bit. Do you know what sometimes as well, Jay? It's like, sometimes you get a bit playing a game. Like Will tonight was like quite easy to go right. Let's not fucking do it just because I couldn't get that working on my side. But like again, it's just like we would have been doing what you're seeing on here now, and again we would have just wasted a few hours. Mate, we still don't like it. What do?
Yeah, yeah. No, but I
And
like this though. I think this is going to open up a new avenue as well for
what's really
pushing
good
it.
is like it's like sometimes when you're like in a game, you concentrate on